Mort, you head upstairs as everyone else wakes up. Does anyone have anything they'd like to do as they wake up and head down to get some breakfast?
I mean, Emil was going to try and talk to either Caelynn or Em when they woke up, so I think he's going to hang in kind of the hallway and not run into either of them. So no.
Okay, right. All right.
Brain is gonna go and pray at the little shrine that she made before she heads down to breakfast.
Okay. Nice. She spent some time praying to the Raven Queen. All right, everyone heads down. Let's see, Galazor is here as well. I guess, Aaron, are you preparing breakfast? Or are you kind of...
Yeah, I'll do breakfast.
Woo! So, if you wanted to open your thing, since we have that in here now as a skill...
No fantasy grounds today!
It's... wait, you should... you know what? I'm gonna say that you've gained...
Where's my pencil?
proficiency in cooking.
Proficiency in cooking.
Because you've been putting a lot of time in it back since the ship as well.
Yes.
And the ride over here.
Okay.
Okay, so you have with your dex-based cooking, this will be a +5.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
So cooking is proficiency plus dex then. Gee. Good thing. 13.
Okay, a tasty. I mean, 13's good. That's like a good, decent home cooked breakfast.
It's not Felix levels though.
It's not a miracle in your mouth. Yeah, that sounds wrong.
I mean, what is?
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, you all enjoy the delicious scent of a tasty breakfast as you gather round. Caelynn, are you going back? Oh, no, that's right. You're going down to the gold. Okay, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is there anything you all want to do for breakfast, or
I would just say that as soon as everyone starts, like, the whiff of getting food ready, like, there's not even, like, air movement, and Blueberry is just by her feet.
Nice.
Aww.
I feed Blueberry as I cook.
Yes.
Oh, nice. All right, drink up. That's one of our drinking things now. If I read chat correctly.
Well, now that I know that, y'all are actually drinking. You're gonna get drunk.
Nice. Galithor sits down as well, and let's see, where's Brewer these days? He'll sort of eat off to the side once it's time. He's not going to sit down at the table per se, but I'm just kind of mash some stuff and hang out for the most part. Galithor, joins Aaron Wynn and helps, bring some plates out and such and get things ready. Let's see, is Em here? What was she doing? Em comes down at some point. Well, that was, I thought after a good night's rest, things might make a little more sense, but, it was still quite a day yesterday, huh? I'm sure everyone has things to do, but I am here in town also pursuing my brother, and last I heard he was locked up in prison here, and I'd love to...
Do we know what crime he committed?
I have some details, but it would be dangerous to share them with you without better understanding the whole context. I just know that he was taken by the Crimson Fang at one point, and secured as a prisoner and transferred off of Epheron. And, well, he's found his way here. There are some people that are looking to, well, extradite him. I don't think he's done anything wrong, per se, or that deserves whatever's coming to him here, but I'd like to talk to him and get a better idea of what exactly he's done and why he's there. And
Well, there seem to be several possible approaches. You could talk to him. Lady Caelynn could probably make political inquiries. Galthorne might be able to talk to the clergy.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. He's in Roger's Hold, which I guess is the big prison here. But so he was brought here through discreet means, by discreet means. So I don't know if he's going to be on any official registry there, but I know my information is good, and I know he's there. Just, I guess I'll ask Caelynn when she gets back. Might be the safest route.
So, are you planning to, bust him out or what?
I don't know about busting him out. He's sort of a dick. And he might have had this coming to him.
Sure.
But
why do you want to find him then?
Because some of my information says he's gonna be punished for something he didn't do, and he's still my brother. I don't want him to die or be executed for something he didn't even do. He's got plenty coming to him, and I'd love to see him get it, but not that. He owes me money too. I mean, there's reasons. He may have some answers for me, some other questions too, about her family and other things.
Quick side question, Dan. Since we took did that long rest happen before or after level 12?
That would be for everyone but Mort. No,
that's right. I didn't take a rest.
Curses! I just realized that.
The entire reason for my question just went out the window.
Well,
it would
here's
be
a
after.
question though.
Yeah.
Because he didn't, even though he didn't rest, he was still awake. Could he have added those new spells to his spell book? Because he would have had time.
Yeah, we'll give it to you. It doesn't really matter. You're
all
good.
Right, so I will offer to Melissa that I have acquired sending.
Out there.
Okay.
This is when we're in the kitchen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or when we're eating. Yeah, he's in the basement, isn't he?
No, I came up to eat. I left the dagger down there, and I came up to eat.
Oh, okay.
To gather, because I figured after breakfast we'll go down and do the remove curse thing.
And what is?
I give Mort some extra coffee because he looks exhausted.
Thank you.
Nice.
I'm gonna need to keep the.
I'll just give him a
flask
pot
of that for later. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just give him a pot almost the size of him.
One of those urns. Yeah.
That's awesome. Em sort of tucks her wings in, the large wings behind her, and readjusts her seat to pivot towards you, Mort. Mort, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Thank you. You are a kind soul. I appreciate the offer. I've attempted sending, but I think something is in the way of preventing that. I don't know by what means they do this or where they have him housed, but I think that I think he may have some information that other people don't want available. It's part of the information I'm sort of seeking.
Okay. That Okay, if that's the case, that kind of makes sense that they have some kind of ward over where he's at. Okay, so this is going to complicate things, but...
Well, I'm trying to think of who is still here. Was it just Caelynn and Emil from the very character-wise from the beginning? I think so. So as a meta refresher, for Caelynn and Emil at least, M thought she was a wood elf, and through the Den of Consequences, it was revealed to her, she was given the truth that the parents she knew as her parents that traveled overseas to get here to Calibhenom were not her real parents. They were in fact held a position of like a nanny, au pair. And her real parents were Tildari, which is a different race entirely. They had the wings, and she started unlocking features of that race through, that's how she got her wings and some other things like that. And she was able to shift her form. It's part of their right, should they choose to do so. So in her reference to her family, she seems to be talking about whatever her biological lineage is versus the other parents that I think she's mentioned before aren't alive anymore. But I'll wait for Caelynn. I know she has much to do, and I don't think they're moving him for some time, so there's no rush at all. And it's nice to be amongst friends again. Digs in a little bit, eats. She drinks some coffee. All right, I'm going to jump over to Caelynn. Caelynn, make an investigation check as a number of loose stones and boulders and debris has fallen down this other path. It's not blocked, but
That's an 11 total.
Okay, it's a gold vein, so it's not too hard to find. You do see.
I'm sorry. That's it must have went up with my level up. It's a 12 total.
Ooh, nice. All right, so you don't find the exposed vein as it was before, the whole streak of exposed vein, but you do find where some of the wall has fallen off, and it's very cluttered with debris, but you see some chunks of gold that have broken off of that vein and are amongst the rubble. So you know it's nearby, but you have access. You could lift. I mean, it's heavy, but you're strong. You could lift a few chunks of that gold right off the ground right now.
Oh, for sure, I am going to.
You hoist it up. Yeah, you almost have to take your backpack off and flip it open and lift one into it after another. You probably get the equivalent of, gosh, let me do a roll with this. Oh, gosh. All right. What would that be? In this, these 2 or 3 chunks here, you get the equivalent of 3,640 gold pieces.
Ooh, that's a lot of gold.
Yeah, your backpack's like, I mean, this backpack has been through the ringer between the skull and the other things and all the sausages that are in there all the time. And, now these things are gold. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. All right.
Has it reached max capacity yet?
Maybe.
Nice.
I don't know.
With sausages?
There is no max capacity for her backpack.
Nice. It's slowly becoming a bag of holding.
It's a bag of black holing.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right. I guess, of course, I'll put that in my bag. I will go, slowly make my way back to the keep then.
Okay. By the time you return, breakfast is set, unless anyone had anything else they wanted to do. Breakfast time, and everyone seems to be. I don't know. Does everyone want to be sort of in a shared room where you're all chatting, or what would you? Does anyone have anything like?
I made a plate of food for Caelynn.
Oh, nice.
So.
Caelynn.
After like 2 hours pass, Rain is gonna finally walk down and join. everybody else.
And 1 for Rain. I'll hand it over. Sorry, it's kind of cold, but it should still be good.
I don't know where she put the plate, but wherever Erwin put the plate, I'm gonna grab and just move and sit by Erwin.
Nice.
She's in the kitchen doing the dishes.
Oh. And then I'll
Beautiful.
just eat in the kitchen.
Okay.
I do suspect most of us would be sitting around just talking.
Okay, neat. You come home, you arrive back at the estate into a very homey scene. Chairs being used and dishes being done in the kitchen, some chatter out there with Rain and Erwin, Blueberry barking here and there and or talking, whichever he wants to do. Just takes you for a moment, the feeling of, this home being lived in.
Cool.
Erwin comes up with a plate for you.
Thank you, Erwin.
You're welcome. It's not Felix levels of good, but I'm getting better.
I will take the food and sit down with the group.
Okay.
Can I say that Blueberry has cast Mage Hand and is helping Erwin do the dishes?
Yes.
Oh, that's not where I thought that was going. I thought you were helping Caelynn with the sausages.
Nice.
My bag suddenly feels lighter.
I already got told off once for stealing the scones out of theirs. I'm not doing
That's
that.
true.
Nice.
So between Erwin and Blueberry, there's another person doing dishes with the 2 mage hands working together. So Erwin will do that too.
Wow.
All the magic. The rest of you
Why
see.
not? Like Merlin in the Sword in the Stone.
Yes, awesome. The rest of you see Caelynn come in and set down her back. There's a very heavy thud as she sets it down on the floor.
Is that surprising though, guys? No.
No,
No,
not
it's
at all.
not.
Not
Another
out of
day.
the ordinary at all.
That's the sound it normally makes.
Yes.
Em might lean into you. No, I don't think she's going to bug you yet. I'm going to wait and let her come back, I think. So you join the conversation.
Caelynn's just gonna eat quietly to herself.
Okay. All right, time passes. What does anyone want to do next?
I will be seeing Galithor there and knowing that that dagger's not going to wait forever. I'm going to bring up the subject and say, should we all just, as a group, go down and see if we can attempt to remove the curse off this dagger and take care of this?
And you're sure it's a pixie, right? Not anything that could try to eat us?
Mm-hmm. I did a spell, and she says who she is. She's all right.
I'm prepared when you are.
All right. Well,
Okay, that was Galithor. Wait, is there someone else here in the room?
Could have been
I
Aaron.
thought so too. I was like, wait, nope. It's Caliphenom.
Fenhold got a new name and a new voice.
Nice. Good day, everyone. Yeah.
New dialect, who dis?
So I guess we shall reconvene in the downstairs. I don't know what we're going to speakeasy. Let's I guess canon. We'll call it a
Nice.
speakeasy.
The fight ring.
The fight club.
Well, number 1 rule: you never talk about Fight Club.
Awesome.
Oh, it's a speakeasy. Speakeasy it is.
All right, Galithor goes down and begins setting up the spell he needs to remove curse.
What was for breakfast, by the way? What was the food?
We'll do like a straight up full English breakfast.
Bangers and mash.
Yeah, everything.
Nice.
That is
What's it
no
called?
bangers and mash in an English breakfast.
What's the bangers, or is that something else?
That's mashed potato and sausages.
So it's mashed
Okay.
potatoes and gravy.
That looks,
Okay.
it was very, yeah. How dare you, sir?
Yeah. I guess you could eat mashed potatoes for breakfast if you really want it.
Yes. What's the full English breakfast? Is that like bacon, eggs?
It's like bacon, eggs, like a hard-boiled
Beans.
egg, beans,
Pot
sausage.
pie, fish.
That's what I was thinking of.
That's
It's gonna murder us all.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, we're just totally.
We are offending Beth.
And
There's-
Americans have hamburgers for breakfast, so what do we know?
There's a lot of dishes and a lot of food.
I hope somebody
everybody
grabbed
has a
that
lot.
as a.
Half, you're in chat. I hope you grab.
Beth has left the party.
Yeah.
Blueberry will remember this.
Drool.
This is why I left the first time.
Nice.
In all seriousness,
That's
Beth, what does
amazing.
a true English breakfast contain?
Oh, on a side note, it is bacon, sausages, fried eggs, baked beans, toast, and if you're going real traditional, it will be black pudding as well.
Oh
Ooh,
boy.
no fish, huh?
Nope.
Who eats fish for
Oh my
breakfast?
gosh, that was amazing. I love your face, Beth. That was so great. I gotta clip that. Everyone was adding
Real
stuff.
deep, guys. It cut me real deep.
We have insulted you.
Forgive us.
We're so sorry.
If there's any kind of bread, Caelynn will put some bread into her bag. That's what I was getting at.
Okay.
It's a long way around it.
It sounds like there was some toast, so
there's
you're
toast.
good.
Yes, I'll put some toast in my bag and
Oh, cold toast.
go with everyone else out.
Nice. All right.
While Galithor is getting that set up, I'm gonna stand 10 feet and 3 inches away from him and I'm gonna wait until. Actually, no. Okay, I'm gonna stand. 10 feet away from him. And then right after he casts Remove Curse, I'm gonna cast Globe of Invulnerability.
Okay.
So I'll be standing so he's just inside it. Then he'll cast it, then I'll cast that. So in case anything happens and anything explodes, explodey spell, whatever, he'll be safe. And I'll say, everyone gather around, and just in case anything happens, we can protect this. This will protect us from magic. So I'm preparing to cast that.
On the where the pixie will come out?
No, not where
On
the
Kim?
pixie will come out. Around us. So the
okay.
pixie will be outside of it, and we'll all be in it.
Gotcha.
I don't know if this is gonna help, but Rain is gonna cast Shield of Faith on Galithor.
Oh, okay.
It gives him +2 bonus to his ACs.
Nice. He looks up and gives a nod as he feels the spell take hold.
I give him a
Thank you.
nod back.
All right. Does anyone else want to do anything in preparation for this setup, this event?
I will go to hybrid form.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So,
I can't wait for it to literally just be a pixie.
remind me what we're doing. We're doing Dispel Curse.
Remove
Remove
curse.
curse.
Remove Curse on the dagger. Okay.
All right, I guess I'll fire up Mage Armor.
Okay. Shimmering magic falls like dust and rests over your form, creating a barrier that moves with your skin. Okay, as everyone gets ready, Galithor begins the incantation for the spell, having done all the prep work. Prepare yourselves, everyone. Starts doing his thing. And let's see. Let's remove curse. And I'm just going to see how it goes. Okay.
I thought we had a roll. Dan doesn't get to roll for Eddie
Important
anymore.
things.
Nice. It's actually for the pixie on that one. Yeah. To see if she makes
And
it through
Dan,
this.
just for reference, Globe of Invulnerability. Any spell of 5th level or lower cast from outside the barrier can't affect creatures or objects within it, even if the spell is cast using a higher spell slot. Such a spell can target creatures and objects within the barrier, but the spell has no effect. Similarly, the area within the barrier is excluded from areas affected by such spells, so safe from like fireball and stuff like that.
Nice. Okay.
And also, Shield of Faith is concentrated up to 10 minutes, so only have 10 minutes with the spell.
And I have 1 minute with this.
Nice. All right. Let me check something here quickly. I think I've got this image. It's not really gonna help me. Whatever. And I don't have that either. Oh, I know what I can do. I can share fantasy grounds. Okay. So, Caliphenom begins casting this, and it's a I don't know if it's a ritual spell.
Remove curse.
Yeah, we'll do it as a ritual if you can.
Second. The race is on.
The game is afoot.
Remove curse is not a ritual spell.
Not a ritual. Yeah.
Okay.
And it just takes 1 action.
All right. Now that he's got all this stuff prepped, a lot of it was just to allow time, to make sure that it's done as smoothly as possible, and he rolled well on that. Pixie rolled well on her side to stay alive and in one piece. He finishes the spell with a little kunai in the center of like a velvet cloth he's rolled out as it's part of his, religious equipment here as he casts this. And the form of the kunai starts to bow and bubble off the top, sort of like water dripping off a gutter, except up in reverse, upside down. Boop, 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 and it forms into a pixie that takes full form, which is only like maybe less than a foot tall. I think it's like 8 to 10 inches or something like that. Let's see.
The globe is up.
Okay. The globe.
I grab onto Emil.
Like as the kunai, as soon as he let it go and the spell starting, I put up the globe.
I grab I squeeze my bunny and I hide behind Emil.
Okay.
Assuming he's in there. And
it's a little weird because usually Emil's hiding behind people, so.
Nice. This little bunny ear is kind of sticking out of the side. She made it through safely, which wasn't a guaranteed thing.
Wow.
She's looking around, sort of rubbing her eyes, like seeing for the first time in a very long time. Seeing you all inside this resilient sphere, or this sphere of invulnerability. I made it. I still can't go back to the Feywild. Mort, and she kind of looks among you.
Then I'll step forward, I guess. Okay. Still within the globe.
Okay. Mort, thank you. And thank you all. I'm sorry if I was... not...
Paranoid?
I suppose. But it's not paranoid if it's true, right?
Yep, she says from inside the sphere.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah, Mortal said, well, it's good to see that. I mean, how are you feeling? You feel...
Let's give her a different hairstyle. Fine. All right. I can't return to the Fae, but I feel myself again, and I feel that disconnect to reality slipping away. I feel tethered again. I have to repay you. Well, what can I do?
Can I insight check her to see if she really is like feeling relieved, or is she just kind of like saying these things to just jump on us?
Gotcha. Yes. Go ahead.
Crap.
I was gonna say
Oh no, -1. That's a 4. That's a cute little pixie.
Yeah. She seems relieved.
Can Rain make her own insight check?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm still keeping the globe up for the full minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drop Shield of Faith as I'm gonna drop Shield of Faith, and since Gathor is fine, I'm gonna peek around just to see, given like that little.
Nice.
Oh no. Insight 12.
Yeah, she seems
still better
to be,
than mine.
She seems to be relieved,
guys.
and oh gosh, just very different bonuses. Yeah. Yeah, she seems to be relieved that she has an actual form again and is not on the brink of non-existence. She's gonna kind of sit down on the edge of the folded purple cloth that Galithor had used. The kunai is kind of shattered into pieces as she emerged from it, so the weapon is broken, but she sits on the edge of it, just sort of catching herself, getting caught up to reality here that she's free of this thing.
Are you hungry? What do you eat?
So hungry. Well, it depends. Sometimes, yeah, bread's really good. Yeah.
I will give her some of the toast that I put into my bag.
Oh, nice.
I'll give her a piece. I'm guessing a piece would be a nice little.
Do you kind of like chuck it over to her?
I'll hand it. Well, can I not? Can I not walk to her?
Well, only because you're in there.
The globe's probably gone by now. It only lasts for a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
I
will walk to her if I can and give it to her in person.
She takes a slice of bread, takes a little bite off the crust.
That's true. It's like probably
it's huge for her.
She takes a bite like a 6-year-old.
Thank you.
I'll follow behind Caelynn and say, well, first things first, the basics. How do you have any memory of how you got here?
I remember being forced into this weapon. Other experiments in doing so failed, but
other experiments? You mean like someone shoved you in here because they couldn't shove you anywhere else? That I worded that wrong. Or were other Fae put into other things and didn't survive?
Yeah, other Fae.
Was it only Fae?
That I saw. Yeah. I mean,
who's doing this?
A lot of it's hazy. This was a very long time ago. I've been waiting a long time.
Were they dwarven?
Yeah, I think so. Short. Stout.
Well, where we're at right now, I don't know if you even know where we're at right now. We're in a city called Calderul on the continent known as Bonladir. Do you have any knowledge of this plane, or do you what you know is know of the Fae?
The plane, yeah, but not this continent, no. I've never heard of what?
Calderul.
Calderul.
Dan, can I incite her statement about everything being hazy?
Yeah.
I would like to assist Erwin because.
You can do individual ones.
Yeah, you do the individual one because I still have a -1 to this, but she's. Oh no!
I was trying to give you advantage, girl.
Yeah, I still have a -1, so that was a dirty 1.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. This is awful.
16.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
Yeah, she seems to be genuine about there being a haze over, being locked into this and being kind of forcefully removed. You would imagine it would have an impact. Being drawn out of it as a removed curse and being on the brink of, disappearing from reality.
Well, how can we? I guess. Well, natural question: do you want to go back to the Fae? I assume.
Breaks a piece. So. Yeah, I'd like to get back and yeah, but
can you? I don't know how this. I mean, Mort should know how this works, but how they get back to the Fae from here, they'd have to find a portal, I guess, or an access point. Yeah.
Usually I can be dismissed if I'm summoned here, but it's not working. At least coming back on my own accord. Well, I'm gonna be here though, Mort. I'm gonna help you first. She sets the bread down. But is it all right if I have something to drink?
Oh, I will get my water jug or my jug out and put water in it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say the cup and the bottle is probably too big for her. Does anyone have something small that she could drink out of? No.
I probably have something.
Anything in my inventory that would even
an acorn cap?
Yeah.
Actually, can I take one of my scales, like one of the more curved ones on the shoulder?
Yeah.
And just kind of, that's probably big enough, right? Just so it's like curved a little enough to scoop and drink.
Okay.
So I don't mean anything by this, but
is that too weird? I'm trying to help.
Maybe just if we can give it a scrub.
Oh yeah, and yeah, she would have cleaned it off, like.
Okay.
With spit.
Thank you. Two. There you go. Yeah. No. Oh, thank you very much. She tips it up.
Just
tell us her name.
She told Mort her name.
Okay.
Then it was Caliphenom, Calipho, something like that. I wrote it down in a hurry and Cali something.
Yeah, it's Caliphenom. It's Kali. I'm sorry, Caliphenom.
Ends in an M. Okay.
Yes, and Snowclover was her last name, but she said call her Callie for short.
Okay. And Caelynn will ask her name so we all know it.
Oh, sure. Sorry. My name is Caliphenom, Snowclover. But you can call me Callie. It's a little easier for people on the Prime.
Well, you can call me Caelynn, Callie.
It's nice to meet you.
And I guess Mort will point out and make formal introductions for everyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll go back to regular dog.
Okay. You shift out. Okay. Relieved at the less scary, more cute version. But still a little nervous because of her size and flight with animals makes her ideal for being chased. Well, I'm handy, and I'm gonna help.
Well, I guess how can you help?
Well, I have a number of very useful skills. I can use a little magic. I have I can turn invisible, and she just her form sort of shimmers, turning her completely invisible. It's superior invisibility.
Superior or greater?
Superior.
Oh. Caelynn is impressed.
Then her form comes back, so I can do some a little bit of druid craft, and she does a little has some cherry blossoms kind of fall through the room, and M's like she's familiar with that.
Caelynn is absolutely delighted.
And then she adds dancing lights to it. Start dancing around.
I can do that too!
Oh, neat.
And she makes them dance with hers.
So I can detect good and evil, but just once a day. I can confuse people sometimes when needed, unless they kind of resist it. I can sort of detect people's thoughts if need be. I don't use it unless it's an emergency.
This is like the worst job interview for her. This is what I can do. Please don't kill me.
Nice. Yeah. I only use it if I can. I can do this, and she has roots grow up out of the ground and sort of grasp one of the little items that Galthor used for his spell, to entangle spell. I can negate magic, but I won't do that. Again, it's just for emergencies. I can help some other people fly. Do any of you want to fly? I can make you fly. And she buzzes up to Blueberry. Oh, okay. So I have to touch you, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And she puts her hand on your fluffy doggo shoulder and casts Fly. So you have a flying speed of 60 feet for up to 10 minutes. So I have to stay concentrated on it, but I'm good. I'm good at concentrating usually.
I'm just going to go whiz around the entire place. Yeah.
And so Blueberry takes off.
It's just like a Peter Pan. Come on, Annie.
Nice.
When the kids fly
Yeah.
Neverland.
Nice. I've got some other magic too. Some other things that some are helpful. Others just help protect me against dangerous. I'm of course so small. I need some strong magic to keep people, attackers, away. I can get into some specifics if you want, but I have a few more spells.
You don't need to prove yourself.
No, we just wanted to know.
Fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you ever feel like, I'll just fly next to her because I'm assuming that's what flying is. If you ever feel like you don't want to fly, you can always, you can ride on my back. That's cool.
That's so fun. Oh, that's so great. Thank you. And if you ever want to fly, let me know. This is 10 minutes. I can do it.
Always.
Neat. I really like your hat. I don't know if I said that already, but I like it.
Oh, I like her. And I zoom around some more.
Okay. Woo! She does a little zooming about too. And
You certainly made Blueberry happy.
good. Well, I'm alive. I'm alive. I've been trapped, and it's just good to be myself and not be ready to disappear into nothingness. So I'm glad. I'm just glad.
Hey, Dan, while everybody's talking, can I look at the remains of the kunai and see?
Yeah.
Just kind of like study it, see if there were any runes on it, any residual magic.
Sure.
Whatever.
Go ahead and do an investigation check, if you would.
Okay.
At the time before
Come on, dice.
you trapped, Kelly, do you remember?
What? I'm sorry. What's that?
Do you remember a time before you were trapped, or is that all that you remember?
I don't know. Everything's really fuzzy. I remember parts of the Feywild. I remember the woods, and the magic there is just everywhere. I remember some others. that had been taken, and I don't really remember much before that.
It's fine. I was just curious.
13, Dan.
No, I think the only thing that's a little out of the ordinary, and it was a 13. I'm not sure, what your thought process would be, but the weapon, typically magical weapons are invulnerable to the passage of time and things like that. But this one was very weak and brittle and ready to break when she reached out to Mort, and was likely the reason that she was about to disappear from existence as she was tied to it. So it was a little odd.
So can I do a separate Arcana check to see if this weapon had once been magical?
Yeah.
Because that's weird that it's a magic weapon. And I am not rolling well tonight. Another 13.
Okay.
You're not in your spot. You're
No!
You're not at home. Why?
Right.
We're gonna be bad for you.
Dice, why?
Awesome. With the 13, you'd be able to sense that either that it is imperfect magic. Experimental, likely. This isn't some proven spell that's been reviewed 1,000 million times and cast a bunch. It looks like the work is not sloppy, but maybe hasty and not proven.
Okay, I'll kind of gather those up to look at later, because I want to look them over with Mort, who is more practiced and knowledged. But we're all talking to the Pixie, so I'll just gather those up for later.
Does anyone else want to fly?
I think I'm okay for right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
If anyone wants to sleep, I can help with that too.
Oh.
Oh. Does it make you... Go ahead, Caelynn.
Can I talk to you over, to the side for a second?
Was that to me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Caelynn's saying that to Mortimer.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. So Caelynn will guide Mortimer over to the corner of the room or off to the side. I think the hole in the middle of town with the water, someone said that had something to do with a door to possibly the Feywild, I think. So we could look into that as something to help her get home.
That's, I have a vague, memory of someone saying that. That's a great idea. I guess we should tell her to stay on the. I don't know. She could probably, while she's out and about in the city. I don't know how do you think dwarves will react to seeing a pixie?
I don't think the best. It would probably be best if she stayed as close to the house as she can, or traveled with us discreetly.
Yeah, I don't know how long her invisibility will last.
She can definitely do that. I mean, I could, she could travel in our, in our sacks. She's also invisible, so
that's true. Yeah.
If that lasts, we could take her around while we ask around. I guess I have to make some errands in town today, anyways. I have to go and talk to the council. I have to go and, see about some servants to take care of the estate. So, yeah. I mean, I just would just bring that up, just so that we have that on the tip of our minds when we're going about the town.
Okay, that's a great idea. I think glad you brought that up.
Your portal doesn't connect to the Feywild, does it, or does it need you to go?
I would have to know a teleportation circle in the Fey, which I do not. Yeah.
Got you.
So yeah. So that's not an option. No, jeez. Okay. So let's.
Yeah, the first time we went there, you weren't with us.
Oh, you've been to the Fae. Okay.
Yes. I'll have to tell you some stories sometime. Okay. All right. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay. Well, we should, let's let her, Callie, know that if we're out and about in the city, that I don't know. Well, let's go back and find out.
She's buzzing
On a
around.
side note, out of character, you guys do know someone in the Fae.
Well, we do. But yeah, we do.
Did we not leave 2 characters in the Fae?
Oh, that's right. I think Ryan stayed there too
I think so.
to pursue that stuff. Ooh.
That just spun a couple wheels in Dan's head.
He's like, oh yeah, there's another character to keep track of.
Nice. She's buzzing around. I like your bunny. It's really cute.
Callie?
Yes.
Hi. I'm not really sure how going about town will work. I'm not sure how people in the town will react to you.
Okay.
Fairy. I haven't seen any other fairies around, so we'll just have to probably you can travel with us, absolutely, but we'll just have to keep you discreet.
I can do
Probably.
that. Okay.
That way we no one would just that we wouldn't raise any eyebrows.
Okay.
Keep you safe.
Yes,
How-
exactly.
Neat. I think she's a little less than a foot. I was trying to look it up in the thing here in the what I had. I think it's in the monster manual, but not the thing that I have here. Not the one in Fantasy Grounds. Let's see. Butterfly wings.
They're tiny creatures.
Yeah, they're no greater than a foot for sure. They're definitely
Yeah,
smaller than.
They're tiny creatures.
Cool. So that is she's like 30 centimeters tall. Okay, cool.
But I'll find out. I have it somewhere.
I mean, if it's not too weird, Kelly, you can always try and hide under my hat.
Oh,
Oh, that's a great idea.
she probably would fit. Yeah, she's about that.
Let's
That size.
try it on for size.
Oh, neat.
But I use Mage Pool to take off my hat.
Oh, let me take
Put
mine
my hat
off.
back on.
Okay, and she sits down.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's a little warm, but I can kind of see through some of the fibers, and I can look all around us in here, and no one will see. I like it.
Okay, cool. And then I Mage Pool back off. So she get
Ooh, buzzes back out. Oh, okay. Oh, it's so good to be me again. Alive and out of that. She kind of looks over at where the kunai was thing.
Aaron's looking it over, just kind of.
Oh, we're glad to have you here, Callie. Okay.
Thank you.
Well,
I was wondering if I could take a bio break before we do anything.
And Dan, before you go get your coffee,
Yeah.
Melissa's ready to be added.
Oh, nice. Okay, let me get her in, and we'll go from there. Awesome. All right. So for those who don't know, we take like an 8 to 10 minute bio break. So we're gonna go do that, and then we will return. In the meantime, I'm gonna add Melissa.
and it's also like our 2-year anniversary this week.
This week?
Yeah, like my first session was on the 5th. I think our first session was the 15th.
Oh.
So Sunday, it's our 2-year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
We've got our new campaign, our third weekly campaign starting this Sunday too, so that could be a bit of a celebration. But I think that let's, because I totally blanked on that, shame on me, let's do something next Friday for our Stormfall anniversary. If you're all up for it. We can dress up, or, I mean, everyone will get inspiration for the session. Maybe
Or
we can
both.
do some... What's that?
Or
Or both.
Said.
Yeah, yes, both definitely. Yeah, option. The
Why not both?
prior being optional, but I'd love to see it. Yeah.
Do you know how to say that in Spanish?
No.
No.
It makes me think of the
Mm-hmm.
that the hard shell, half hard, half soft shell
Mm-hmm.
commercial
Ah, yeah, nice.
where she says, "Why not both?"
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Yay!
Nice. All right, let me try and add here again.
Whoa, Randy said yes. Special episode Dan topless.
Woohoo! Watch out. I'll keep the camera here so we don't get in trouble. Nice.
Just get one of those T-shirts that are like the man chest, the hairy man chest.
Ah, that's awesome.
Find it, do you?
Or get a muscle shirt. A muscle shirt.
Sweet, perfect. Yeah. Oh, nice.
Bio break.
Okay, yes, bio break, and I'm gonna go make coffee because I couldn't get Melissa in, and then I'll try again when I get back. Catch you all really soon. Woohoo.
Thanks, Randy. Yeah, it's been a week. I got it cut last week, and yeah, I love it. I had a bad hair gel today, and so I bought the Axe, and my mom's like, "Why don't you find something that fit a women's product?" I was like, "Mom, it's like a lot of women products are a lot higher than men's products. $6 for that versus the 16. I'm just like, yeah, I'm trying to find something cheap. So.
I've been trying to think of how Seb's gonna react to Callie.
Oh no.
Because Seb likes winged people, but this is more his size and more our rivals. So,
Are you drinking Root beer?
Yeah, NW.
Ah, I miss A&W root beer so much.
Yeah, I had that conversation with a few people on this stream a week or two ago. There's A&Ws all over the place in Ontario, but apparently not other places.
In Canada?
Yep.
Huh. That's super weird.
Don't do that. It's contagious.
I'm sorry. I've been tearing up.
Uh-huh. I think that's my 2019, really. So I feel you.
Oh, really? Dadgum. I read in an article, like, the more you, like, if you're cold, you yawn more. I read that. I'm just like, makes sense, but... I don't know, he went into stealth mode again. I don't know where he went. I think he's hiding behind my own trinket. I don't know. I misplaced him again. The one thing that I'm sad is that Pixie never got to have a owlbear for an animal companion. Do we still have Mello?
I think so.
I just realized. I would have assumed that Mello would have been with Emil, like, all this time. But...
That's a good question, actually, because I think you might be right. I don't, because I wasn't there that episode, and then I don't remember. But it does make sense that he would be with Emil.
She.
Sorry, she.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm like cold right now, and I'm yawning a lot. Ugh. Did it. Yeah, Rain does not know when to think of Callie, because they've never seen a Pixie. Shows I need to catch up on. LA by Night, Calista 6, and that's it. I want to catch up on Critical Role, but there's just so many episodes now. Oh, guys, if you want to sub to the channel, it's September, so subs are half off. Instead of the $4.99, I think they're like two or three. Dadgum. I don't know why I'm cold. Dumb YouTube app.
can't get to a stream without some kind of a song lyric rearing its head, right?
Nope, not at all.
Song lyrics and movie quotes.
Yes.
What would life be without them?
Is it next week is our anniversary?
Sunday is.
But we're celebrating on Friday. Next Friday.
Yep.
Got it.
Party hats?
Streamers.
Balloons.
I am trying.
Photographers.
I am trying so hard not to watch any Borderlands 3 streams. I'm trying to be spoil free until I get my copy. I wore my Child of the Vault shirt today, in honor of the release. I think it's new characters that's on my shirt.
I only ever played the first one.
All you need is to play the second one and Tales from the Borderlands, and then you're good. Because it's a combination of Tales from the Borderland and like Borderlands 2, and I think it's all the Borderlands, but if you are one to start playing, start with 2 Tales, and then you're good for the third. The prequel and the first one you don't really need to play, but if you want to play them, go on ahead. But all you need to do is just play the second Tales, and you're good. Because I think Tales from the Borderlands follows the second game better. So,
Cool.
and a lot of voice actors that I know, like Colin Clinkenbeard, J. Michael Tatum, Brendan, Wendy Powell, Jimmy Markey, like big name people are in this game. And Wendy posted something on Facebook saying how proud she is of this game. So,
Aww.
yeah.
Well, Dan,
Yeah.
your Gandalf costume, did you buy it separately? Hey, Melissa. Or did you buy it like
house?
as a whole?
Oh, what did I get separately? No, I bought it separately, and that. What did I have? Let me go look. Because I Amazoned it.
I was
Amazon
going to say, where did you get the hat from?
Definitely Amazon. Let me go into my previous orders.
Beth,
Mm-hmm.
are you doing what I'm thinking you're doing? Are you trying to buy a wizard hat?
Maybe,
Would be
maybe.
amazing.
Yes.
I always pictured Blueberry wearing like the blue wizard hat that Mickey Mouse wears.
No.
Yes.
No.
Off she goes to the Disney store.
That's awesome.
I like that look though in my head. Like I'm seeing it now, but no, it's like the sorting hat from Harry Potter. I imagine
Yeah.
Ah.
Buffy and like because we've been in some battles, so it's
Yes, we have.
Oh.
Like how I pictured a wizard hat is just like the blue hat and then stars. No.
Yeah, that's what I just said. The one that Mickey Mouse wears in The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
But I thought it was just solid blue.
No, it's blue with a moon and
Stars?
stars. And
Yeah.
Oh. Mine is just like just stars everywhere.
Let me also go over here and do this.
Melissa, I'm loving your messy bun.
Oh yeah, nice.
As soon as I got home from work, I'm like in sweatpants, and I've been in sweatpants ever since. And
Nice.
I give rides to a coworker because we live in the same town,
Ah, okay.
and they wanted a ride. Him and his wife wanted a ride to go pick up her paycheck or something. I was like, "This is what you get." I'm just glad to be out of work clothes.
For real, I bet.
Did you get?
Sweatpants
Where'd you
every
get
day.
your? I only know him as Sam and Dean's father because he's in Supernatural. Your shirt, the actor who plays that character.
Oh, golly, I forgot I had this one on.
Did you get it from Loot Crate? Because that looks like a Loot Crate shirt.
It's either from Loot Crate or one of my friends got it for me. I have so many, like, nerdy shirts from so many fandoms, so it's, like, hard to keep track.
So, I have this one. I have 2 Groots. I have a Guardians of the Galaxy tank. I have 2 Overwatch shirts. I have 2... Well, I did have 3 Critical Role shirts. I had the Critical Role jacket. I don't know where it went. It must be in my deep pit of a hole, a dark black hole in my closet somewhere, because that's the only place I could think of. But yeah.
This jacket is Heroes of the Storm.
Oh, I can see it now.
Yeah, it's from the Blizzard store. Got it on sale.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, and I'm gonna steal my boyfriend's cowboy bebop that has I'm all over it. Has little corgi I'm all over it.
Oh, that's so cute.
So yeah. Oh, I have a cowboy bebop shirt. Then it has Sea Space Cowboy on it, and it has Spike on it too. I got it from Think Geek.
I think I need to just like put them all on my bed and take a picture because I've lost track.
I have too. I usually try to keep all my nerd shirts together.
Nice.
Oh, and I also have an Ethan Pink one. I have a couple of Harry Potter ones. I have a Hufflepuff cardigan.
Alright, that should be set. Beth, I linked in chat. Hopefully that goes to it. So it was separate. I had to get the beard and the hair separate. But the hat comes with the whole costume. But I'm pretty sure if you search along those lines, there were some hats that were just by themselves, but I can't vouch. This hat's really nice. It's good quality, it's durable, and it has a perfect flop to it like all the time.
If you get it from Amazon, you should be able to go through your past transactions.
Yeah, that's where I went to pull it up. It's awesome.
Thank you, user.
Alright, and let's see. So the top left is Blueberry, Mort, Rain. Left middle is not Emil any longer. It is now Caelynn. Bum, bum, bum. Right middle is not Caelynn. It is Caelynn. Bless you. It's not Caelynn.
Oh my.
Oh wow.
Woo!
We love you.
That must be scary if you're driving.
Yeah.
Oh, right? Yeah. Wait, I can't see! Here we go.
Allergies.
Ugh,
Yes,
really.
the multi-sneezer. Thanks, Randy, for giving me that nickname. No.
Oh, nice half donut. Cool.
Thank you, Half.
Oh, you're fine, Veroth. Yeah, sorry, I was just scrolling up a slide. Don't worry about it. Not a problem.
Really, Dan?
Yeah, well, we got it fixed pretty
I mean,
quickly.
we insulted the traditional English breakfast
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, now I'm murdering the accent. Yeah, I've been murdering accents for 5 years on this stream, so I'm okay with that.
That's your t-shirt.
Everyone knows what they're getting into with my accents.
Mad Bird Streams, murdering accents since 2000.
Right? For real.
I like the British accents you do, Dan.
Oh, thanks. In that they're humorous and
No, that they're like legitimately some people do sound like that.
I'll take it. Hey. Awesome, thank you.
Back, I gotta go grab snackies.
Oh, okay, go right ahead.
Snackies.
Yes, half done. It's gonna be very different come Sunday. I'm very excited about it. Okay, let me see. Melissa is just getting snacks, so she'll be back shortly. Where were we? Our Pixie friend was back and looking for a bio break. But I think, yeah, she's been released. She's offered, described her services. She says she wants to, seems to have it what is that? The Wookiees, right? They make their I'm gonna serve you now until I save your life debt. Yeah. So sort of like that. She's like, no, I'm gonna help out. Yeah, I want to go back one day, but I live a long time and I want to help. So she is here and in your faces. Yay! I had Emersina at breakfast. Caelynn wasn't there. Everyone else was. Rain was upstairs, I think. So she wasn't there.
Yep, praying.
Thanks. So I kind of had you mention that you'd mentioned once before that you had some stuff to find your brother here. And so I just brought that back up as something to do that you were looking to do while here. Just in case, but I didn't want anyone to start planning like, let's get out of here, Wait. So I went ahead and had Em mention that. She didn't give a lot of details. She mentioned that her brother's here and being detained, and that you wanted to at least get into maybe asking some questions. And if not, I didn't want to say what you wanted to do beyond that, if you wanted to spring him or anything else. But everyone said, you might want to talk to Caelynn, since she is sort of maybe or maybe not a member of the council, and she probably has some sway in getting to make that happen. So I did not have you talk to Caelynn yet, figuring you'd probably want to do that yourself.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. So this Pixie that was stuck in the weapon, they just released. And she was thankful. She tapped Blueberry, who's currently flying around. You're all in the basement of the estate, and Blueberry's buzzing around for another, 6 or 7 minutes. And she'll probably give you a heads up, Blueberry, too. Like, it's going to run out soon. Yeah. Crash and burn. Yeah, okay, so that is where we are. So I guess she'll be like, oh, well, this is your place, huh? She's gonna kind of look around this basement, dark basement dwelling.
No, this is just the basement part of it.
Oh.
Yeah, there's an upstairs that you can absolutely explore.
Thank you. And she'll buzz around sort of near Blueberry and just and let let him know. So you'll be able to fly for maybe like 6 or 7 minutes. You'll know that it's ending because you'll start feeling a little heavier, a little more weight. You have about 10 seconds, 15 seconds to land. Yeah. Okay. If you want to fly again, just let me know. I'll be upstairs. She kind of looks around for an upstairs till. How do I get upstairs?
I will walk out and guide her into the first floor of the estate.
Okay. Oh.
You can fly around anywhere you want to here. It's fine. Don't have to worry about maybe disguising yourself until you move to town. So around here, it's okay.
Oh, it smells like someone was cooking fish. Was it a full English? Just kidding. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Yeah, it's one of those English breakfasts or something. I don't know.
Is it okay if I think I smell like sausage and eggs and stuff. Is it okay if I eat some if there's any left?
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Make yourself anything. Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Buzzes out. Yeah, I imagine the rest of you either hang downstairs in the basement or come upstairs, resume your business up ahead.
Rain is gonna follow Callie upstairs, and she wants to just study her.
Okay, you'll be chasing her a bit as she does pause for a little bit in the kitchen to munch on some grub, but otherwise is like buzzing about, checking everything out. Seems to be like stretching her wings, because you kind of know the feeling. Stretching your wings after a long time, feels really good to take that flight, have that wing under your, have the air under your wings, wind beneath your wings.
On the way walking out to like kind of point the direction up, Aaron spotted the corridor that led down to the time runes, so she's gonna get distracted and go there. And she's gonna start studying them again.
I just imagine her walking past and just be like, Zzz.
Basically. So she's gonna be there for a while.
All right. Nice.
Can I, assuming I've still got like a little bit of time left on my fly, can I fly to the top of, like, go like, I mean, sneakily I'm a flying corgi, whatever, go to like the top of the roof of the house?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit up there and just look, like survey.
Surveyor.
Ooh, nice. Pretty nice view from up here because, you can look back down the road from here back into town, mostly unobscured except for the pillar every so often. The other side, again, is that chasm out behind the house with all the different luminescent stones and other things that are embedded in the wall.
Cool. I'm just gonna stay up here.
Nice. Ooh. It's has some flat top roof, so there isn't too much, pitch or anything you have to worry about slipping or sliding on.
Cool.
All right. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Looks like Caelynn's got something.
Oh no, I was going to, whoever is upstairs with me, I don't know who that is, or in the, I guess, the first floor of the estate where I was showing Callie, I would just tell them that I do need to go into town today to do a couple of errands. Anyone that wants to come with me is free to. I just have to stop at the High Council and also do a couple of other things, but
mind if I join you?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, I think Mort will stay with Erwin and burn up some more paper and ink.
Nice.
Studying the runes.
After a couple of minutes, I would say like 30 minutes, Rain's gonna make her way back down to the basement and just sit and watch Erin do her thing.
Okay. And Emil?
I think Galithor would go with Caelynn and M. Probably.
I think I mentioned the possibility earlier of Galithor and I talking to the clergy about the brother, so that he could do either or. I mean, we can kind of let Ed pick when he gets back.
Okay. Ed looks at both options and then decides. But we'll find out later. Yeah. And pursues one of them.
Like a Telltale game. Which way does he want to go?
Nice. Turn to page 183.
If it's talking to the clergy, he'll probably go do that.
Turn to page 396. I hope somebody gets that.
Snape.
394.
That's the quote. Thanks, Sam.
All right, so I'm gonna say just because Caelynn and Em will be able to roleplay that, and Galithor can change it later. We can retcon it, but I'm kind of leaning towards going with Emil so that he has an opportunity to. How do you feel about it, Emil? What would you prefer? Would you prefer to wait for Ed and so you can RP with him? I won't take any offense.
I think I'll delay my own stuff.
Okay.
So.
All right. In that case, Rain, you rest down there with Mort and Aaron when watching them scribble away, and they're using these fine glasses to better inspect the runes. Blueberry, you are up on top of the building, right? Investigating. And I think that Callie is going to be buzzing about, but seeing how busy Mort and Aaron are, she's probably going to ultimately hang around. Because I don't know if.
Do I see Callie?
Yeah, you've been sort of following her for a bit before you went down. I think you watched her in the kitchen. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stick my hand out and like my finger and offer for her to land.
Okay, she can stand in the palm of your hand. She's probably about like this big.
Okay. I offer my palm out to her.
Okay. She kind of buzzes up, hovers for a minute, and kind of steps on your hand.
And then I'm gonna have my bunny out, and then if she wants to, she can rest on my bunny.
Oh. She kind of pinches the bunny's cheeks. Oh, this is so cute. I love this bunny. Did your bunny have a name?
Mm-mm.
Oh, does your bunny have a story? Where'd you get the bunny?
I've had it since I was little, so it's a childhood toy.
Oh, that's so wonderful. Oh, well, do you think you'll ever give your bunny a name?
Mm-mm.
Is your bunny a princess? Maybe a warrior?
Never. Rain just starts to blush.
Nice. I think you're probably a little of both, huh? Well, do you want to fly? Oh, okay. She buzzes over. Boop. And boops you on the nose with the spell. Boop. And then you feel your weight cancel out, and you start hovering just about a couple inches off the floor. So just lean whatever way you want to go.
I lean to the right, and I'm just gonna.
Nice.
Aaron will look up and be like, careful, don't run into the the walls or the ceiling. I've done that a lot. And while she's studying, she's gonna light up a few of her rooms if that's gonna help her help her with whatever.
I'm gonna fly near. There are runes on very high places for Rain to study.
Just that small section down low, unfortunately.
Okay. I'm gonna fly over Amarillo, and I'm just gonna fly, and then I'm gonna fly to the stairs, and
I'll hold my hand up as she's passing by for her to high five.
It makes that perfect high five slap sound. Excellent. Callie ultimately is going to buzz up and hang out with, I think, Blueberry for a little bit for part of the day here.
I try to find other people to show my flying skills.
Okay. As you buzz out, ultimately checking outside of the house, you do see probably, unless Blueberry is trying to hide or anything, you'll find Blueberry up on top of the roof with Callie.
Yep, he's just sat there looking around. Oh, does he? Can you let me know when he would see Caelynn and Emracina, please?
Okay. Just about the same time, I think, as you see Rain flying about. You also hear, the doors open. She flew out. The other two are walking out.
Okay. I cast sending to Emracina and say, "Don't react to this." Okay, cool. And then and I go, "Oh, Caelynn," and I fake and I fall off the roof.
Okay.
What do you do, Caelynn?
Caelynn grabs her broom out of her bag.
Does Rain see her?
And then I cast feather fall on myself and just
You would watch
just
it,
one
right?
day just gonna die of a heart attack. That is how Caelynn is gonna go. It's not gonna be any monster battles. It's just a heart attack caused by
Worse
her
than
party
my
members.
kids.
Caelynn adds liquor store to her shopping list.
Having fun, Blueberry?
Yeah, and as I come down and I get face to face, I just give you a lick on your nose as I go down.
I'm just gonna shake my head and walk away. I can't.
I will throw Blueberry a sausage out of my bag and just kind of confusedly turn and
Do you throw it
walk
at
away.
Blueberry or to Blueberry?
I will throw it to Blueberry. I will toss it.
Okay.
I catch it, and in Blueberry's head, that's a reward for his amazing behavior. So you're just reinforcing it.
Dan, you did say that Rain was flying out as Emersina and Caelynn.
Yeah, you would have watched. You would have seen this happening. Yeah, like,
Okay, I'm gonna fly over to Caelynn and just give her a hug.
Oh,
And I'm
Caelynn
gonna,
accepts the hug.
and
Thank you.
then I'm gonna fly up and on top of the roof and just scout.
Okay. Neat.
And if Blueberry's willing, I'm gonna pick him up and to be my scouting buddy, if he's willing.
No, he wants to. I'm going to go with Caelynn and Erwin. But thank you.
Okay. Okay. And then I'm just gonna.
You try and
fly
pick him up, he just does a little wriggle.
Nice.
And Rain would take that as a sign, like he didn't want to be picked up, so
Yeah.
she's gonna put him down and also give Blueberry a hug.
Well, we're going into town for a bit. Did you want to come with us? It's boring errands, but you can come if you want.
I'm just gonna be a lookout. Thank you though.
Okay. Just be sure to check in with, someone else, find a meal or something around here. But thank you. You're a good lookout, I'm sure.
And then she's just gonna fly and park herself on top of the roof.
Okay. All right, Caelynn and Em and Blueberry begin walking into town.
Okay. So quick question, Dan. Do I have to... The gold that I found earlier, should I stop somewhere and get that turned into coins? Or... Okay.
Yeah, you kind of have to. There'll be an exchange
I'm guessing
rate,
that,
though.
I wouldn't just, hand that over to someone. So I will look out for someplace like that. I'm not even sure Caelynn would even know where to even go. So maybe even just stop at, a... God, I don't know. Maybe Caelynn would just stop at, a... Do they have banks? I just stop at, maybe a smithing place. I'll just stop at a smithing place. Caelynn doesn't know.
All right. Hi.
Hi. I was wondering, is there a specific shop I should be going to get gold turned to coins?
Well, you've got yourself some gold. Well, you can turn it in at the exchange down the street.
Could you show me what? Oh, so I would go to the exchange to get the gold turned into coins.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Sure. About 2 blocks down. Take a ride out of here. You'll see it. Can't miss it.
Thank you. I will leave and look for the exchange.
Okay. It's not too hard to find. You walk down a couple of blocks, and it has little scales outside. The price. They're gonna take, let's see, probably about 5%. So whatever 5% of that amount is, they'll offer to take.
Ew, ATM fees.
I know. I know.
Always fees.
It's like Caelynn can't do it herself, so
Nice.
I will do that. Sure.
All right, and you get that changed out for you can put it in whatever denominations you want. Gold.
You're gonna make me do the
platinum.
math, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're
Hold
gonna
on.
make me do the math.
Halfway there.
Times
Okay.
500ths, and that's what you subtract from the total.
Yeah. It's 182 is the fee,
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
and 34.58 is what you
Yes.
got left.
I'm
Great.
picturing more
this
like
is why
perfect.
you have people who can math.
Yes.
Awesome.
That
Because
is
the
not-
rest of us,
Have a calculator on their phone.
Nice.
that still requires math. So
Right.
Math is hard. Math is hard for everyone.
I will.
Oh, Brewer's going with you too for sure because he wants
Oh,
answers
great.
about what happened to his mom.
Wonderful. That's right. God, we have so much to do. Okay.
Shop Shopping sequence.
I will then stop at the servant, the place I stopped at regarding servants just yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Wait a minute. Okay, let me do quick math here. Let me just get 3,400 by.
As she is going from place to place, I'm just gonna walk slowly behind her and just kind of hold on to my locket, my necklace, and stuff like that, and just kind of, think and stuff like that. Right. I'm working up the courage to talk to her.
Oh, that's awesome.
Quick question for you, if Seb wanted to ride around on your shoulder all day, would that be okay, or would you not tolerate that?
As long as he doesn't peck at my eyeballs, I'm good.
Okay, then Seb's probably riding on your shoulder.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So math is done. I want to go to the servant place.
Okay.
Yes. Hello.
Oh, welcome back.
Hi. How are you today?
Well, and yourself?
Great. I'm here regarding the what I talked to you about yesterday about hiring some servants to take care of the estate.
Yes, of course.
The Stormforge estate. So I have you mentioned that you do have they are less skilled, but they're the people that are working towards getting a way out of here.
Yes.
I think that I would like to go, as long as you know that they are the best of those that you have, 3 of those.
Certainly.
Trusted individuals. I would like to meet them first before we bring them on in the house. And I would like to. How much do I have to pay? How long do I bring them on at once? Is there a certain limit? 6 months?
We can do a 6-month term if you wish.
Okay.
Certainly. You can pay out to a few years if you wish. Not many people take that, but you're welcome to. There's a slight discount if you're looking for a longer term. Greater the term, greater discount.
Okay. So I would get a small discount if I would say give from 6 months to a year.
You'd get I'd say we could give you a 10% discount if you did a year.
Great.
Certainly.
Great. Okay.
It's all
right.
Math, yeah.
Yeah. So I will. As long as. When should I come back and meet the servants? Will you send them to the house? Should I come here?
I can call on them now if you wish.
Oh, sure. Absolutely.
They're lodged here for the time being. Just a moment, please. Pull up a seat. Would you like any tea?
Tea would be excellent.
Wonderful.
Anyone else in Marcina, do you want some tea?
No, thank you. And then I'm going to go back outside and I'm going to start pacing back and forth a little bit because I'm nervous. And I'm kind of muttering to myself, but she can't really hear it.
Okay.
Okay. Blueberry, would you like some tea?
Yes.
Me and my friend would like some tea, yes.
Good day.
Good day. Well, of course. Forgive my rudeness. Yes.
May I have it in a saucer, please?
Of course. And she turns to head back to get the tea and such and the servants.
I turn to Caelynn. Are we getting help in the house?
Yes, I'm going to hire on 3 servants to not only help us get things started, cleaned up, but also to keep the place while we're away.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah.
They're not allowed in my room.
Great.
Cool.
Absolutely. I mean, even while we're away, to even clean it?
Yeah, nope.
Okay, all right.
I could just imagine Blueberry's room just filled with ripped toys and just all over the floor.
May I
Like
ask?
a giant dog crate, just like ripped up bedding.
You know what do you keep in your room, Blueberry?
Stuff, things,
You got it.
important stuff.
Secretive stuff.
I got a real nice pile of sticks, and I got a real good, clothes. Ripped up
Absolutely.
clothes 'cause they're super comfortable.
Oh.
And I got my teddy, my indestructible teddy.
Mm-hmm.
Goes everywhere with me.
What? So, what are your opinions? What should we do with colors in the house? What color scheme should we have?
I mean, blue. Blue's always great.
Blue. Okay.
Yeah, blue's good. I'm colorblind, but I hear blue's great. So, I like purple.
Mhm.
I heard purple's a good color.
It is a very good color. Yes. Color of royalty. Did you know?
Ooh.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, so, no, I think blue, purple. I think we should go purple for the outside of the house.
Oh, okay.
Blue for the inside.
Okay.
I'm thinking,
Caelynn's writing all this down.
I think some maybe nice, I like, is it called like velour carpets? They're nice and soft on the pads.
Soft carpet.
That would be nice.
Got
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Big cushions everywhere.
Oh no, no cushions.
Now,
Ray's not there.
Granted, this won't happen overnight, Blueberry. It will take some time to kind of build these things up.
I understand. I appreciate you, talking to me about it because,
Sure.
I got some style. So,
Sure.
I had a little issue with how the keep was decorated. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Got it. Yeah, it was a little. What? How would you describe it?
Human, little barren.
Yes. Yeah, little barren.
Not
Yes.
dog friendly.
That's true. It was very barren. Yes.
Could we maybe put like a dog flap in the doors so that I could get in? That would be cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do like that idea. Absolutely.
Okay. I'll hit you up if anything else comes to mind.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you. 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll do a message to you. So,
Well, I always have paper around, so I can write it down. Growing up as kind of on the, kind of as an outcast in the village, I don't have that much of a knack for decorating. So it's helpful to have, someone to kind of help me out with this.
Yeah.
So
my master, she was so good at decorating. Our house was amazing. So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Tea's ready.
I scoot up a little closer to Caelynn,
Mm-hmm.
and I just kind of like.
It's awesome.
We're best friends now.
We're even bester friends now. We were best
Absolutely.
friends before. We're even bester friends now.
Next level. Awesome. Tea comes out, saucer for Blueberry,
Great.
cup for Caelynn, and
Thank you.
yes. It'll be just a few more moments for the servants.
Sure.
Yeah.
And a few minutes later, unless you all want to do any more roleplay, please do.
Caelynn, can we rename the servants? Or do they have names?
Well, I think that are you asking this in character?
Yes.
Caitlin would be like, well, they will probably already have names given to them at birth.
Oh, okay.
So I would like to kind of honor that. But if they don't have a name, absolutely we can name them.
Would I be able to hear any of this from right outside?
Probably, yeah. If you're pacing
Yell
around.
out, Blueberry, have some respect.
What? Someone named me.
I mean, technically we were all named, but most of the time it comes when you're,
Well,
born.
I'm confused because we're buying them, and when someone bought me, they named me.
Oh,
So
that's understandable. That's understandable. No, I understand where you're coming from. I think probably some people would name them what they want to call them, but I would like to use the names that they come with.
Okay. Well, that's fair. You're paying for them. So.
Caelynn takes a drink all of her tea.
Nice swig. We've returned, and the woman comes out with 3 people in tow. Let's see. Would you recognize? Let me think, because he'd be here. So there's, I think Jeremiah Gertbart was the one that you initially talked to, and you're like, "What are you doing here?" And right, does that sound right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's Jeremiah. Yeah.
Jeremiah's here. Let's see. Susakan Triple Jar has been relegated to this task. To being back here. She served her term doing the other work she did.
What is her name?
Susakan Triple Jar. Susecan. Susakan Triple Jar.
Okay.
And so the two of them, and they're sort of a little surprised to see you, that it's you here, you and Blueberry. A third individual comes out, probably maybe just 18, 19 years old, young gentleman, and seems to be half-elf. Half-elf has those somewhat pointy ears, but not all the way.
And what again was Jeremiah and Susakan? Dan, are they human or are they elven? Or neither?
Jeremiah was human. I believe that Susakan was...
I thought Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Nice.
Perfect.
Awesome. Susakan is dwarven.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
As this is going on, I'm gonna start walking through the front door and kind of lean against the wall in the back, kind of watching everything.
Okay. You see them kind of being paraded out. Yes, well, here we have Jeremiah Gertbart. Susakan Triple Jars recently returned to us and looking for work. Both fine servants. This young gentleman here is new. He doesn't talk too much, but he does a fine job. Trained in this from wherever he came from. He's currently under Jeremiah's tutelage, so...
And what's his name?
We don't know.
Oh. Caelynn will go up to the young half-elf.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Caelynn. May I have your name, please? A name to call you?
I work.
Yes. Were you called anything before you came into service?
I work?
It's okay. Caelynn will reassuredly kind of like pat his arm. Okay. And I will say hello to Jeremiah and Susakan as well.
Nice.
Surprised seeing you two here. Greetings.
Yeah, well, term with the council came to an abrupt end, so here we are.
Okay. Oh, wonderful. I will look to, Caelynn looks to the gentleman in charge. I accept. May I ask, where did, do we know where the, and I'll also kind of look to Jeremiah as well, since he's tutoring him. Do we know where he came from? What ship he came over?
No. There was a ship with just a few bodies that washed ashore, and he was the only one that was still breathing.
Okay. All right. Okay. I will do a year's contract for the three of these.
All right. Very well. Very well. You won't be let down in the least. She goes around and writes up, finishes up a contract. They have a few templates there. All right, and this is for, you said Caelynn,
Stormforge.
All right, that's right, with the estate. And fills it out. All right, I sign here. Here's the wage. Here's your return policy, and she points out conditions that can allow for returning or trading out any of these people. So their rights are protected, yours are, so on, and spins it to you with a feathery quill. And we just need your signature, and we'll be good to go.
Okay. I will sign.
Okay, you sign, and Jeremiah seems to be rather pleased that this is where he's ending up. There's apparently other jobs that are far worse in this down here. Everyone piles in behind you. Em, you watch them sort of gather in group. You do see a tray of tea in case you want any tea, Em. It's off to the side. Okay. All right.
Once we're outside, I will take the three of them and just kind of pull them to them a bit privately, if there's any other people on the street. Well, I can promise that I'm not sure how much was told to you about the job.
Just some upkeep for an estate, I think.
Yes, upkeep. There's some cleaning to do now, since it was kind of in a sad shape when I came upon it. But it's a Stormfall estate, just right down the road there.
All right.
So just some cleaning to begin with, but after that it would just be upkeep, and I will provide the funds needed to keep the place, with food. So you guys will have meals,
It's good not to starve.
Food available. And as long as you treat the house and myself and my friends with respect, I will do the same with the three of you.
Certainly.
Also, your contract is for a year. After your year is over, I would do my absolute best to have the money available to pay your way out of Bon Ladir if you so choose.
You're too generous.
Well, it's the least I can do. Here, I will give them each 1 gold each.
Okay. Thank you very much. She takes the gold, and so
please go enjoy your day, have a meal, and you don't have to report back to the house until tonight, where we'll settle your living.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Susan, thank you. Really.
I look forward to having the three of you in the house.
And Jeremiah pats the boy on his shoulder. All right, son, let's go. Susan follows and heads into the city to spend their gold. Ching, ching.
All right. Great. Perfect.
Do I get to name one of them? Yeah, that's the deal.
I will look to Blueberry. I'm guessing Blueberry's probably heard the whole exchange.
Oh yes.
Well, yes. I look to Blueberry and kind of sigh deeply. Well, we should probably see if we can get a name out of him before we name him. Okay.
I've already got some good ones.
Okay. All right. Just keep them up there, and we can do that if the time comes for it.
Okay.
What's your top name?
Owlkin.
Great.
Owlkin, but to be respectful, surname Freeman, because he's a free man.
That's true. I like that. Okay. All right. We'll keep that.
You can call him Owly for short.
Yeah. Cool. Caelynn will turn to Emersina, who I'm guessing is outside now. Is everything okay, Emersina? You seem a little distracted.
I don't trust Jeremiah. And there's something I really need to ask of you. Do you mind if we talk?
Sure. Yeah. Blueberry, would you mind just kind of sitting here while we step aside?
Okay, yeah. I'll just scooch back and just lie down and wait for you guys to finish.
I will give Blueberry biscuit for waiting.
And I'll just chew on my toy while they're doing their thing.
What? It's like Scooby Doo.
All right. Step to the side. What is it?
I need to ask you if you could talk to the council about my brother. If anybody has heard anything. There are a lot of things that I found out about my heritage while I was away. And his name is Duran Rin, R-I-N-N. I need to know where he's at, or at least if he's somewhere close, anywhere. Please do not mention my name, because my family is being hunted.
Oh.
If they find out who I am, I don't think I could survive it.
Your family is being hunted by the council?
I don't know who exactly.
In this town? Someone?
Our family name has been kept secret, and I will pay whatever price you set.
Whatever price I set?
Yeah.
And Mercina, you don't have to pay me anything. You're my friend. We're old friends. We've been friends for a long time. There's no payment needed. I will absolutely talk to whoever I need to. In fact, it was on my list. And Caelynn pulls out a list out of her pocket. It's on my to-do list for today, sometime in the next 2 days. You absolutely. You mentioned before you think that he's being held prisoner here, correct?
Yes, that was the last information I received. And I found out that my parents, who I grew up with, weren't really my parents. They were nannies, people that helped take care of me while my actual mom and dad, I don't know what they did. But I really need to find him before somebody kills him.
Absolutely. You don't know where your real parents are?
I don't. I know their names, but
As a start.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, absolutely. It's my pleasure.
I'm forever indebted to you. I give her a big hug.
Oh.
Caelynn returns the hug. Well, I think we've shared enough over the past, while that, I'm sure that we're all indebted to each other in some way or another. So it's fine. My next stop is actually the High Council. I don't know if you want to come since you're worried.
Can I just be in the shadows?
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I want to watch the reactions of people who hear his name.
Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. Let's Blueberry.
Yo.
Hey. Ready?
Yeah.
All right. We're heading up to the High Council, Blueberry.
Okay.
We need to discuss with them. So
Cool. I'll just trot along behind them.
Mm-hmm. Brewer
Blueberry.
approaches after having done
Yes.
things.
Mind if I scratch your head?
I actively encourage it.
I know we don't know each other very well. that it is very nice to meet you.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you too. And, well, you have a beautiful unicorn, so I know you're good with animals. So, and a rub up against your legs.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Nice. Pet Seb's head, too. You're not alone, little fella. It's okay.
Caelynn will kind of make an abrupt halt and turn back to Emerstina. You said you don't trust Jeremiah?
Where do you know him from?
Well, he worked for the High Council for a bit. He showed me to the Stormforge house. I don't really know him, but he seemed genuine enough. Are you getting a different feeling from him?
Let's just say whispers in the dark come to light eventually.
That's not ominous at all.
That's awesome.
So you've heard whispers about him?
Yes, before I met up with you guys, I was here for a while. I would be very careful at how, well, he's very enthusiastic for working with you, which I understand. But how do you not know that he's a plant?
That's true. That's true. I will be cautious and watchful of him while he's in the house. And if you see anything, let me know.
I will.
And I'll also let everyone else know as well, just to kind of keep an eye, but...
You will be the first to know.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
The Brewer approaches...
Icky, spoopy vibes.
He's finished up whatever he was doing when he split off from you, and he's back now. All right, sounds like
He's there.
Do that right. Ugh. Yeah, now he's here. He's following you to the place, to the council.
Oh, hey, Brewer. Do you need to do anything while we're here in town? I know we need to find out. Some information. I wonder where we would go to do that.
I
Any
believe
ideas?
there are records held on the top level.
Records on the top level of the town, correct?
Correct. Where we first entered.
Is that before we get to the High Council down or after?
That would be after. High Council's definitely before that.
Okay. We will stop there then to find out after. I'm going to stop at the High Council first, Brewer, to talk about a few things, but then we will stop and see if we can find out any information for you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right.
Okay, so off you go. You head up to the council, and as you approach, there are a couple guards that kind of close in, and then seeing your hammer and who you are, and still being somewhat of a new face here, they didn't recognize you initially. Oh, ma'am. Sorry. I opened up the door for you.
Thank you.
Right. You step into the next area, which is sort of a waiting room. It's got a counter and seats and stuff, and another dwarven individual approaches. Gentleman, it's tough to tell in dwarven ears, but with the appearance of maybe a 40-something-year-old. Welcome, Miss Stormforge. So,
Yes.
Are you here to see the council?
Yes, I am.
Right. Do you already have an appointment?
No, I guess if I need an appointment, I need to make an appointment right now.
Well, that's all right. I'll see if they're in there on other matters, so I don't see why they can't. Well, you know how they can be. Maybe not.
Sure.
Pull up a seat if you would, and I'll go. I'll go and check.
hope we brought across words.
They head off to go manage that.
Do I see any highlighter magazines in the lobby, Dan?
Nice. Let's spot the differences between the two forges. It only takes a few minutes for him to come back. A little bit blustered, like they gave him a hard time about it. And they're willing to take a short recess to see. So if you'd like to go in, I can show you the way.
Okay. Thank you.
Great. Opens up the door and guides you in. If you are planning on skulking around a bit, there's some opportunity here because Caelynn has a lot of sway, so they're not going through the whole checkpoint thing. So you definitely, and it's a massive room that you're going into, so you definitely have plenty of room. But if you wouldn't mind rolling a stealth check, just to give me an idea of how stealthy.
I knew it. And I forgot my actual dice. It's in my bedroom, but I'm not going to wake up my 3-year-old for that, so...
Yeah. Bummer.
That's okay. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll give you advantage only because the room is
Never mind.
Huge. Yeah. If you want to roll a second one, that's fine. We'll take the higher of the two.
Please be better.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Better.
Please
Excellent.
take the second one.
Yep. You get the higher of the two, so you sneak in pretty stealthily.
Because I kind of want to be in the shadows, like kind of in the background, like I just want to listen. I'm nosy.
Nice. Caelynn and Blueberry and Brewer approach. This is the lower. He's walked you again into the lower part where you're looking up 20-some feet to that rectangular opening in the wall where they sit now.
Absolutely.
Welcome. It's good to see you back. Have you come with your decision, Miss?
I have some questions regarding the decision.
Fair enough.
If I would take the position, would I have to be here? My question is that I'm currently helping friends, with things that might draw us away from the city for a bit at a time. I'm interested, and I would like to be a positive force in the city, but I would require some time away.
Well, a seat on the council is a seat of care for the city. While we're all entitled to some time away, most of your time would need to be spent here. If you still have adventuring in your blood, or tasks that need to be completed, that's something you'll have to take care of first. It's not an indefinite offer either, but no, you wouldn't be able to leave for any prolonged time. You'd be needed here.
What are my chances of having a seat on the council if I didn't come back here for, say, a year? Would the seat remain open, or are you going to fill it as soon as I leave or say no?
The laws say if you have business to take care of first, you have 1 year's time to manage it. That being said, there's been a fair bit of turmoil since the death of our what's that word? Grimston's Borith. which is again is like the ruling member of the council. Like sort of like a king. It means hall's chief, regardless of gender. The last one died a few years ago. So, well, I would never accuse anyone here, esteemed members of the council. Certainly, politics. You may come back and find something altogether different here, but according to the laws, you have 1 year to tie up loose ends.
Then I would require a year to tie up loose ends. But I will certainly help with what I can while I am here. But I don't know how long I will be here currently.
Okay. Garten Earthgrip, when you met in the entrance to the city.
Great.
Stands up. No. The rules, you're paraphrasing. That's not what they say. You have to commit to the position. Then you have a year.
I am committing to the position, Darth Grip.
All right. As long as we're clear. Kind of fixes himself in his seat.
I am committed to bringing a positive change to the city.
I'm sure that your idealistic views will help us all. Kind of looks over to try and like chuckle with one of the other with.
Do you have something to say to me, Darth Grip? Do you have something to say to me?
Oh, I'm afraid it might just go over your head if I did.
Try me.
In a year.
Caelynn will remember this.
Will you be able to even remember what you're thinking about now in a year?
Will you still find yourself alive in a year?
Plan on it. You don't know my power, Darth Grip.
Well, we have many important matters to deal with here. Do you have anything else for us?
Yes, I do. Since I have committed myself to this council, I do have a question. I'm searching for a Duran Wren. Is that name?
Oh, sorry.
What? Sorry.
No,
go ahead, Dan.
I was just going to ask Caelynn and M and Blueberry if you're there, if you're keeping an eye out to make an insight
Initiative?
check. No. Nice.
Oh shit! What did I get you guys into? I am so sorry.
What was the check, Dan?
Insight check.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Darn, you say?
I got a 10.
I got an 11.
And an 18.
Ooh.
Oh hey.
All right. M, you don't really spot anything with the distance you're at, and from the dark, it doesn't. While they're illuminated, it's a little tricky to read body language from here. You don't catch anything. Blueberry, the flames cast these cool little dancing lights across the floor, and whoa, it's tough to pull away from the the dancing little figures where they overlap. Caelynn, you see. Oh, let me go back up to their names here. All right. You see, surprise, Garden Earthgrip kind of tense up at the name. Lilith, Cask Fury, who's standing still at the front. I'm afraid that name doesn't mean anything. Should we know them?
It means something to Garden.
She and the other members kind of look over to Garden. No, I... What was her name, Derek? She's so bad at deception.
Duran Wren.
I can't say that I know that, no.
I've heard he's been held in a prison in this city.
Which rings true for them a little bit, as he's over the prison and the militia.
Which is your territory.
Well, I'll be sure to do a thorough inventory. Make sure
Can I move a little closer to Caelynn?
Sure. Do you want to step into the lit area with her? Or?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Why not? Why not?
Okay. We'll do a thorough inventory. Oh, wait, who's this now?
I am Duran's sister.
Make an insight check, Em, if you would.
Please be good.
No, Em.
16.
Okay. Caelynn, you can make an insight check too, since you caught the first thing. Blueberry, if you feel like you would be watching again, then you're welcome to do an insight check.
That's a 15, Dan.
Okay, all right. So you both kind of catch his eyes widen a little bit. Not quite excitement, but like he's hit a run of good luck. Oh, well, how would your brother have found his way into a prison here?
Don't act so excited to see me. You know exactly why I am here. And I know that I am at risk. Where is he?
Well, I just don't know. I'd be sure to go and with a fine-tooth comb over the prison. See if he's found his way in there by accident or under the radar.
No Tildari runs under the radar.
Ooh, he sees you pull your bow. Alright, let me check something. Okay. Make a perception check, M. Caelynn, and Blueberry, you can do it with advantage because it's hearing. And if anyone else has keen sight and hearing, I don't remember if you have
27.
What? That's awesome.
That was only
I got 13.
That was a 9 for me.
Oh, okay. You're kind of focused on Caelynn. You're focused on Garden's face and his body language. Blueberry and M both hear a couple dozen bowstrings being drawn in the dark along the walls.
My friend just wants to know where her brother is. It's your territory, Earthgrip. I just need to know the prison that he's being held in.
Well, there are a few jails around the city, but only one prison. I'll allow you this entrance. You have that right. Meet me at... Come on, notes. Get your crap together, notes. Roger's Hold. It's the only prison in the city.
Kroger?
How do I know that
Roger,
you're not lying?
R-O-G-R. Well, you can ask around and see it's the only prison in the city.
We'll
And
find
I'll
it.
allow you to look to the grounds yourselves. So there'll be no question.
And how do I not know that you have somebody waiting for us?
Well, you have my word.
He wouldn't kill someone who has said that pledged their allegiance to the council.
Exactly, he says.
Or there will be hell to pay.
Of course.
What happens in the dark comes to light. And then I withdraw my bow and I walk out.
Oh, nice. You seem to get uncomfortable as you say that. A little bit of discomfort. And then you walk out through the dark back into the waiting room.
Caelynn will bow.
He gives like the smallest bow. Everyone else gives a proper one.
If you need me, you know where to find me. I will be here for a bit longer. Earth Grip. I'll see you at Ruger's Hold. And she will leave.
Okay. Does Blueberry follow?
I'll follow, and I'll cast Mage Hand and just flip in the doggy bird as I go.
Awesome, the doggy paw bird.
My council is going to be like, what have we done?
Awesome.
You're amazing. I love this.
I'm pretty sure you hear chuckle from one of them. Probably Cask, what's her name? Cask Grip there. I can't think of her name.
We're back, baby.
Lilith Cask Fury. All right. As you walk back out to the main area, that other gentleman's there. Another dwarf runs down, and with the contract, the intent to, what's the term? Whatever, to become a member of the council.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would any guards, general guards, know where this prison is?
You could probably ask around town if you want.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is when I walk out, I'm going to go straight up into the air. I want to find a guard, grab him, and get information from him.
Okay.
Because at this point, I'm like, pissed.
Nice. All right, you head outside. Caelynn, you're stopped for that. Like, here's the contract, and rolls out forever.
All you see is a whoosh.
Nice. You take off from outside, the giant wings. There's a lot to read in this, Caelynn. A lot to sign. An initial.
Initial here, thumbprint here, signature here, initials, initials, initials. You got a drop of your blood here, some more initials, another signature.
Nice.
Don't forget the blood of the virgin.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. The promise of your firstborn. What are you, buying a house?
Nice. As you review the contract, Caelynn, there are a couple things that pop out to you.
Great.
It is a very intense commitment.
It is a what?
A very intense commitment.
Okay.
This ties you, your finances, everything to the city. It remains yours and free to use as long as you take your position, your role. If you abstain from taking it, then there is a heavy tax on everything you earn. It's 35% of all your earnings. If they find you cheating, there's a bunch of huge fees. There's jail time. So there's a financial piece to it that they tie in because that's them.
Oh, you mean like real life?
Yeah, for real. It's student loans. You'll pay forever. The interest is insane. They will disband. They will. What's the term? They basically dissolve your clan name. They scrub it if you do not show up for this. So you have like a week's time to sign this. So you don't have to sign it right now. You can mull those options over. But essentially before you leave. But you have a week's time max to kind of review this and
Signing it now.
Okay, you sign it. Other side notes, it talks about being eligible to be the next come on, I've said it so many times it's mixed up my head now. Grimston's Borith. As a member of the council. However, you don't have to be a member of the council to become the Grimston's Borith. Anyone with the right lineage and such can do so, but you'll be part of that decision-making process if someone is raised to the position. You know that currently they're all sort of vying for that, and that's why they're all going for the Forge, because one of them wants to take over as a Grimston's Borith. The last one, as they mentioned earlier on when you arrived, the last one died under mysterious circumstances 3 years ago.
Sure he did.
Okay, yep, and you get all that. Brewer's there with you, waiting in the waiting room. I guess he would have gone with you. and he's there with you. Blueberry's with you, and M is off seeking information. You've signed, and you're ready to roll.
Just so everybody knows, especially in chat, I don't have Twitch up, so and my phone's about to die. But anyway, M usually doesn't react this way emotionally, outwardly, to anything. So, but when it comes to her family, she's like, so.
Nice. Awesome. My brother. That's so cool. That was a really cool moment. Okay. Brewer is kind of looking expectantly at you, Caelynn, as you finished here.
Oh, it's done.
You seem to have a new resolve.
I have ties to the city now. Even before I signed the council, even before I agreed to become member of the council. So it only seemed right that I try to make right what my parents tried to do once before.
And you see his expression. He's a little more expressive now. Day 2 here as well. After we're having his memories returned, he's not only lost a bit of his robotic nature to his voice, but he's become a little more emotive and more expressive. You see he's definitely thinking about his mom and what happened to her and all that. Well, I am proud of you for what that's worth.
It's worth a lot, Brewer. Thank you. Let's go and see if we can find out some information for you now.
His eyes perk up a little bit. If you insist. Follows you out of the room with Blueberry. As you head all the way up, another couple levels up to where you enter the city. I'll quickly jump over to M, as you'll probably next find your stuff. You find a guard, M, and she tells you about Roger's Hold. Yes, there is a Roger's Hold. Right, it's down. Well, you've got to be pretty far down. It's on the 4th level down, built into the side of the city.
How might I enter it?
Well, you'd need special dispensation from the council if you don't work there.
I gotta consider that Caelynn probably has to go with me, doesn't she? I put her down on the ground and thank her and give her 5 gold.
Thank you, ma'am. She takes the gold and is just a little bit in awe of you and the wings and the intensity.
I do not wish to harm you. I apologize.
It's all right. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you. Then I'll fly off and I'll go towards Caelynn. I'm like, help, please.
Nice. Just before we jump back to Caelynn and Brewer, let's see, Aaronwyn and Mort, if you can either assist, or roll independently, an Arcana check.
Ayo, do I do it with advantage?
If Mort is assisting you, yes.
Oh, I meant because of runes.
Not for this part.
Give me advantage last time. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Yes.
Or
Okay.
24.
All right.
Dan, after a little while, before the spell would have worn off, Rain's gonna fly back down the stair. And then go back to where Caelynn and Mort is.
Okay, settling in, camping next to Aaronwyn and Mort there, watching them work away. All right, so Kate.
Smile on her face because it was really cool that they get to safely.
Nice. Yay. All right, Aaron, when you have like a step 1 of 1,000 sort of sussed out here in this spell, so you have identified a particular rune that you saw repeated through a thing. You and Mort have been going back and forth, and you're sort of breaking down. Okay, runes.
Well, all this drama is going on. Mort and I are like,
we're blissfully unaware.
Yeah, you're etching out. You've got drawing things all over the place to get things patterned out. So you're all about the runes, Aaron, and breaking those down into their base components and what they represent. And Mort, you're working the algorithm out and how they're affecting one another. And you have sort of the first initial part of this spell is it's nothing that you can use yet, but it deals with the sealant of this time space thing. So that's what it's working toward, but you've spent a fair bit of time on it. So you've broken down like section 1 of many, but it's helpful. It's working towards something that might be useful.
High five, Mort. Yeah.
And I say to her, this is so great. Can you imagine everybody else on that boring shopping mission?
I know, right? We're slowly figuring out how to work time. I'm so excited. And
Nice.
she is actually singing that.
Perfect.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Emil, is there anything you want to do while you're here? It feels so bad with you not having anything to do.
I think at this point, probably better just to wait till next session.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
If Ed's back, we'll pick up. It's fine.
Okay.
Right, during time, she's gonna look at them confused.
Nice, huh?
So Rain, remember, was it yesterday or was it the day before? A couple of days ago, Mort walked through this bubble thing, and he went back in time, and he couldn't come back. So we figured out we temporarily rebuilt it long enough. Yeah, facepalm Mort. Temporarily rebuilt it long enough for him to get back. But I couldn't keep it, and just look at how amazing these are. I can't believe the level of mage this person had to be in order to figure this out. It's so good. It's so good.
They're gonna look. Rain's gonna look very scared, but interesting as the more and more Aaron Gwen gets excited.
Awesome. You know what? Mort and Aaron, please each make an independent intelligence check.
Oh. I'm not very smart. 13.
Okay.
12 plus 5, 17.
Okay. So it's not something you catch Aaron as you're so focused on the runes and breaking those down expertly. More as you're going through the process, you also catch a bit of a pattern. And you're familiar with this, weaving magic in the way you do. As a wizard, wizards often leave a bit of a signature behind. It takes you a minute to consider it, even to believe it. But there is a bit of a signature that you've seen in some of the very advanced spells you've learned. And this signature belongs to Tensor.
Ooh.
Now, you haven't met Tensor, but Caelynn has. I don't know if Emil was there when you were talking to Oglebuttress, the dean of Tensor University. And what's his name? Tensor showed up, who studied under. Oh gosh, I've got to go back to like the first or second episode for this.
Wait, Tensor, like the guy the university is named after?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Let me make sure it's either. Let me double check this. I'm going to have. Oh gosh! Thankfully, I've got this organized. All right, let's find Dean Oglebuttress here.
That was like the second episode.
Yes, so very long ago.
Whoa! What the hell did I just miss?
Ooh. I'll let you go ahead, Erin, if you want to let her know. That'll give me time to.
More?
Yeah, or more. Yeah. Well, I don't think she's actually back yet. I think it was Melissa asking.
No, it's just me in general, like out of character.
We've discovered that the time rune has a signature that leads back to the guy who founded Tensor College, University of Magic.
Dang.
So are you gonna tell Erin this?
Sure. I have no reason not to. I mean, I realized that she underwent a traumatic experience there, but
just a little bit.
But I think if I held it back from her, that would not be cool. So I would tell her.
This is actually I got a flip flop. Tensor's protege, Lennox, which is interesting. It's the one time we used this that name before. You met him. He talks like Sean Connery. And that's Lennox, and he's the one that you met, who's a protege of that. So more, you'd be familiar with him because he's on Tensor's level these days, since Tensor, has the disc and all the other stuff from a very long time ago. He's that dude for these current age.
So wait, where? Show me where. Where do you see this?
I'll start actually at the thought that whole hallway that leads to that room is going to be now plastered with drawings and runes and
nice
in the beautiful mind setup. And I'll sort of take a pen with some ink and sort of like draw the connections.
Nice.
And then like see this points to this and it points to this, and if you just slowly put them together, it forms a pattern.
Lennox.
Is he still alive?
I don't know. It could be Tensor, or it could be someone who was a close associate of Tensor using the same magic that Tensor used. But it's definitely a signature of Tensor.
Oh. Why is everything connected back to them?
Well, they're probably all over this this world, this plane. So I'm sure they're in everything. So it makes, I don't know, kind of a sense that something this powerful might lead back to them.
Dan, how old are these runes?
It's tough to tell because they've maintained they seem like they're new, and that they've maintained their integrity for so long.
Can I study the area around the runes, like the wood that they've been written into, not the runes themselves, but the material? Can I try to make a judgment call for the age of that?
You can make an investigation check and see.
Oh no, what investigation?
It'd be tough because it's sort of
15.
Old.
Fair, okay.
I mean, at least so you'd have a minimum. You're not sure beyond that, but it would have been at least like 50 years, at least 40 years, at a bare minimum 40 years.
40 years. Hey, Mort.
What you thinking?
So these runes, it looks like they're at least 50 years old. Do you know if Tensor is still alive, or was he killed, or is he dead?
Would Mort know?
Is Tensor still alive?
Oh, Mort.
You see, my history is...
Yeah, no, Tensor isn't around anymore.
No, okay.
But
you said it's Lennox who was connected to him somehow. Is this guy still alive? Because these things were made only about 50 years ago. At least. Could have been more.
Right.
I'm not very good at telling these things.
I don't believe I've met Lennox, have we?
Not the two of you, Caelynn and...
that was our other characters.
Okay.
Maybe M.
Back in the... okay.
Mm-hmm.
in the Ren days.
Yeah, the very beginning. Yep, I think it was the first episode, I think.
Wait, was this like way
Or
back
second.
with the dragon?
You met Lennox in episode 1 or 2 of the campaign.
Okay.
This was with Dean.
Before Ren and Ayler.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Whee!
Okay. Gosh, okay, I can't remember this.
I don't know if I should even speculate,
Yeah.
but something just came to mind with our experience back in the cave back there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a bunch of wizards and you're very powerful, but you don't really have a lot of reach, what are you missing? Missing an army.
Do you think this
I don't
guy
know.
is behind the...
I don't think he's behind, but he's probably. If I knew about this, I would. If I had bad intent, be a heck of a way to form your own army.
To go back in time and bring them forward?
Either that, or get the technology, or get the access to the forge.
Time travel? More? I hate time travel.
Oh, it's so dangerous. You could.
And why am I studying this? I don't know. More.
It's something we have to. Well, maybe we should take the papers down.
No. Leave the papers up. Leave the papers up, because if we figure out how to do it, we can figure out how to undo it.
Oh, we should really tread carefully.
Yeah, very, very not use it, but if we come across something else like this again, because okay. No, wait, hang on. So they want access to the forge, which what was so important about that time 50 years ago?
50, not 60.
Well, it made 50. At least these runes are at least 50 years old. I don't know. They could be 100 years old for all I know.
Mm-hmm.
So at least what was so important back then? Because they weren't making the army back then, were they? Or
No,
was that when it was?
Seems to
How
me
long
the
ago
forge
was
has
the
been.
army? How long ago was the army being made?
We might have to. Well, the guy at the forge said not for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So it hasn't been utilized for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then this led back to Caelynn's parents, who were the last ones to use the forge, maybe, or the last.
Well, he certainly had
the
the hammer that used the forge.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Mort and Aaron speculate a little bit, as it's running a little bit late.
No, Dan, no!
I'm so sorry!
We're this close to figuring it out.
No!
We're always cracking the case.
We'll start the next session with more speculation.
And that's all it is. Mort will say that. This is
Some
just
good speculation, though.
speculation.
The last thing I think I'll land on.
Wait, can I end it on a line?
Yeah, go for it.
Why is everything connected to Tensor and their runes going back to terrible things?
Cut.
They took my runes for terrible things.
Aww. Awesome.
Oh yeah, and I want to now that I've thought about that, she's gonna look over everything and see if there is anything familiar to what she has or had.
I was exactly going to say that.
What she had.
Right.
Because these are new runes that she has.
All right, go ahead and do an investigation check on that while I jump over to Caelynn, Brewer, and Blueberry, heading into the records building.
Yes.
Yes. So, you kind of look at Brewer. A Warforged in here. Still, an off-putting presence.
Yes. Hi.
Lady Stoneforge.
Yes. My name is Caelynn Stormforge.
Yes.
I am here to look up some records. When a brewer. What was the name again that we need to look up?
He looks down. Well, my name is Fenhold Graysunder.
We're looking for records on any Graysunders, right, Dan, is the last name?
Yes.
We're looking for any records on any Graysunders here in, historically, any Graysunders who have had residence here?
Brewer has a moment where a little more memory returns to him. Caelynn, my mother's name, Goliath. And at first, the woman is getting ready to ask Blueberry and Brewer to stay outside, but she's caught a little bit off guard as you ask. You're joking, right?
Why are you asking if we're joking? We're just looking up some records. Is there an issue that we should be aware of?
Not an issue. She pulls out a book that seems to be readily accessible. It's on there are 5 different podiums. Actually, I guess it technically would be 8 different podiums behind her. Each has a really huge book. She takes the one off of the center podium and sets it down on the table, facing towards you. Flips through it and points out Goliath Graysunder. Goliath Graysunder, I know you're not from here, but you should really study up on your history here.
This should be interesting, Finhold. All right, we will take a look. Thank you for retrieving this.
Of course, and she just takes like half a step back, but doesn't want to leave the book.
Okay. Caelynn will kind of look at her awkwardly and then, okay. And then we will take a look at the book, or I'll take a look at the book with Fenhold, the brewer.
All right. Fenhold is hanging tight there and eagerly speed reading over your shoulder. Sure, you find a whole lineage here. Accounts of Goliath Graysunder from many centuries ago. The oldest histories say that she was the first known history of her was when she was taken into care of a local apothecary. There's no mention of the deal that had been made with Fenhold or anything, just that she was taken into the care of a local apothecary. Said apothecary had gradually become very wealthy and prominent due to a great need of their services during the war there and thereafter. The shop owner passed away at one point and left everything to Goliath, as apparently she had been a large part of their success. Helping out in gratitude, she'd gotten the treatment she needed, and did everything she could to return that great service done to her. And in fact, she brought only more success to the shop after she took over, where she then expanded to supply her and the next 2 generations below her, expanded to start taking care of the council's needs and more, not just within the city, but any trade that was coming in and out. The family line eventually joined the council as a standing member of the council and has had many, you're looking down at many generations serving the council. The most recent of which was Berneth Graysunder, who held the title of Grimston's Boreth until his death 3 years ago. He leaves no bloodline beyond that. And that's where we'll end tonight's session. It says it in the book.
Yeah.
All comes around.
God, I'm so glad I was able to make it tonight.
Staring at the book in just utter shock and surprise.
Mm-hmm. Brewers has the same.
I love the role play.
Caelynn's like muttering like, "Holy God!"
Nice. I was waiting to see if anyone recognized the last name because it was only mentioned like once in passing when y'all came to the city. It's like, ooh, let's see if anyone sees Grace under. Oh. So I'm excited that came around. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up quick tonight because we've run late, and I can see poor Beth and Warren are asleep.
I think Maria's
so sorry.
asleep.
Thank you so much. Yes, Mariah's gone. It's just Bunny. Thank you all so much. Thank you, players. Warren, I'm so sorry that I didn't get anything juicy for you or anything at all this session, but we'll make sure we get you in good.
Anniversary session is all a meal.
Yes, I love it.
Oh, you're still alive.
Yeah. I was just like, well, no, I was like my lower back when I'm in my room and like my back starts to hurt. I was stretching my back out, and so I was just like, Rain is not in this, so.
All right, have a wonderful night. Stormfall. This is our Stormfall campaign every Friday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Our All Evil campaign is Cures Lament every Tuesday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. And now look forward to a third campaign every week. That Victoria from our Cures Lament campaign will be DMing. I get to be a player. Steph's in there. I think I can say that.
Yes.
Huzzah! And it'll be
And Randy.
Randy, who's in chat. That's right. Randy's here tonight.
Also,
in chat.
Randy,
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
also Randy and I have a chat, and you have a guy from Japan playing. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Expect some new faces too.
That's insane.
Yeah. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. This Sunday is a premiere, so check it out. There's two, what do you call them? Minis, like actual physical minis that are going to be printed out as giveaways. Come and check us out. It's going to be so great.
But
Do I have a red carpet for the premiere?
And of course, you can always check us, keep up to date and all that stuff on our Discord, yada yada, YouTube, yada yada. Everyone's awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night. We'll catch you all soon. Take care. Bye.
bye.